Hi everybody, Ben here again, and tonight I'm going to do a funnel pour. So I've done some of these in the past and some turn out good, some don't, but I'm just going to do what I want and see how it goes. So the colours I'm going to use, now these are metallics, but these aren't expensive metallics, so they're shiny, but they're not like super shiny like some of the other brands. But it's good, they're good value, that's why I got them. I'm using metallic cyan, the metallic fuschia, metallic ocean blue, metallic lavender, and I got this one which it says metallic emperor, which I thought was black, but when I look at it closely it's actually like a really dark purple, kind of close to black, but it's not, it's a purple. Especially when I mixed it with the floetrol, you could actually see that it definitely was not a black. So, but that's okay. I do have a black somewhere, I'd already made it up, so I'm going to use it. Now, I have mixed the 6 colours, 2 parts floetrol to 1 part paint. Oh, and I also did a gold. Sorry, I must have put that one away. So 2 parts floetrol, 1 part paint. So they are shiny. The colours go a little bit dull when you mix the floetrol in, but they do come a bit more brighter once it dries. So that's those. And my base coat will be just white, which is 1 part paint to 4 parts floetrol. So the base I'll put over the whole lot, and then I'll do the colours through the funnel. So to save time, I'm going to pause it and do the white off camera. I just put white on, spread it around with the paint spreader, and do the edges now, and then I'll be back. Okay, I'm back. So, that wasn't as easy as I planned, but I get there. So, the white base is done, and while I was off camera, I decided I'm going to put a tiny bit of Helmar silicone oil in the paint. I don't normally do that with metallics, and I don't normally do that with a funnel pour, but I'm experimenting, so we will see. I don't think I had anything else I wanted to say, so I'll get stuck into it. Trying to get myself in the right position, so because once you put the funnel down, you have to keep it steady. So I'm just going to put a little bit of white in the base. So now, can't lift that funnel off. It has to stay. And now I'm just going to pour the colours in a bit at a time. So yeah, I haven't actually done a funnel pour with I've done it with normal paints, and I've just added 1 metallic colour, but I've never done it with just metallics. So this is see how it goes. And the good thing about the funnel pour is, because you're not actually lifting the funnel completely off the canvas, if you find that you actually don't have enough paint, you just can add more to the top of the funnel again. So, and you really just want to put the paint wherever you want. So try and have a rough idea beforehand what pattern you're going to do. But it's more of a rough pattern. It doesn't have to be exact in any way. You're going to drip off? Nope. And to do this, you just have to make sure that you have a funnel that has a flat bottom. Some funnels have like a 90-degree angle at the bottom. They won't work. So these here I just got from the hardware store. They came in a pack of 4 different sizes. So I just adjust which one I want to do depending on how much paint I want to put on the canvas. Another drip, there we go. Excellent. So now, when you do this, you don't want to lift the funnel off the canvas very much, only a millimetre or 2. So you want the paint to come out, but you want the paint to come out underneath your white base coat or whatever colour base coat you've got. So I'm going to reposition myself. And so you just lift it up. And as you can see, you can't see a lot of colour yet, but you can see that the paint swells up underneath it. And then just move it around in whatever pattern you want. This is giving me a lot of blue. A lot of blue. Now, I always try and finish off near an edge, so when I take the thing off, I'm not going to, the funnel off, I'm not going to do too much drips. I should have got myself a cup. Whoops, more paint's coming out. Just put my funnel in for now. Put that somewhere sturdy where it's not going to tip over. Some pretty cool colours inside that funnel. So I know I had 2 blues and a purple, but I wasn't expecting this to be predominantly blue the way that it is. So definitely I can see the silicone has come up. I'm going to torch a little bit. Also, that white paint that I put at the base had so many air bubbles in it. It was not funny. I was quite disappointed. My crazy flamethrower that goes from one extreme to the next all the time. Yeah, there was so many bubbles in the white that I wasn't too happy about it, but it happens. So it didn't really do a lot. It pops bubbles, but it didn't really change much. It probably brought up a few extra cells. Now, once you've done that, now it's up to you what you want to do. If you want to tilt it, I don't think I'm going to tilt. I think I'm just going to use a straw and blow the edges into a slightly different pattern. So what I have done with my straw, I used to use this straw all the time, but I decided that I didn't want a circle. Can you see? I didn't want a circle end like that. So that's the end I blow in now. And in this end, I have, it's hard to show you. There we go. You bang it slightly with the hammer, and you just keep banging it a little bit and a little bit until you actually get that flat. So I'm trying to put it till you get that flat end. So see how it's kind of flattened out a little bit. So it's kind of like when you use the hair dryers to do the Dutch paws, you actually put that bit on the end which has the flat part. I don't use hair dryers for myself, so I don't know what they're called. I think it's a diffuser or something. So you put that there on, which gives you the more dispersed instead of just the single shot. So that's virtually what I've done with my straw. So I find it just gives a slight different effect when you blow, instead of it just being more in one spot, goes in a bit of a different area. So let's see how this goes. I don't know if this is going to turn out to be fantastic or not. That's the fun of experimenting. Now, that's exactly what I didn't want to happen. I find you're better off to not over blow the paint. It's the same I find when you do a Dutch pour as well. If you overblow the paint, I think it makes it look very washed out. You kind of want these here to look like they're dispersing but still be quite vivid in colour. And what I do is every so often you get moisture build up in your straw, just turn it away from your canvas and just give it a bit of a shake, and it just gets any water droplets that have from condensation from your breath. Otherwise you end up getting drops that turn up onto the canvas. I don't know. It looks alright, but I don't know if I'm loving it. I'm just going to have a look at it for a second and just think in my head what I believe I may need to do. See, what happened now is I've blown it a little bit too much and the colours mixed a little bit. It's still not horrible, but yeah. to do too much more there. To me, I got too much of that blue. Well, for my liking. Like, I've got, you can see some pink and some of the turquoise and even some gold and that here. But I wasn't expecting as much blue in it that I got. It's kind of like the blue overtook and the other colours kind of just puddled in there with it. When I've used all the colours virtually the same amount. So that is quite different to what I was actually expecting. I'm just going to give it another quick little torch just to make sure that I do have any other bubbles gone. And it may bring up a couple more cells in the areas that I've just blown. So that is that. What do you guys think? I wouldn't mind knowing what your opinions are on this one. I'm going to pause it and bring you a front-on shot. Okay, so that's what I'm seeing. So we get closer and there's lots of cells in there. It does go a bit wispy at the ends. There's nice colours over here. You know, it's not ugly. It's pretty, but I don't think it's my style. So I'm trying to think what I could do to make this different for me. I have actually thought whether I should do a dip. Should I dip another canvas into it to see what it looks like then? Should I just go for it and do it? Alright, cool, I will. I'll pause it and I'll be back. Alright, I'm back. I decided I'm not going to. I'm more likely just to make a mess of it and then I'll just have two canvases that I'm not happy with. So, it's still pretty. It just wasn't exactly what I envisioned this time. I don't know whether my paints were slightly thicker than they probably were slightly thicker than I would normally use. I'd normally make them 3-to-1, but because they're metallics behave so different that I didn't want to over wet them because they can be a pain sometimes. I'm just putting a little bit of white there where some bare canvas was showing. Even though I spreaded the paint, it kind of ran off those spots. And a little bit here. There. Come on, don't drip. Well, I think I'm going to leave it as that. I think if I try to do anything different, I'm probably going to make a mess of it. But I have this leftover paint. So, I might keep these aside. And I might do a swipe with those colours in another video. Because these containers are good. They come with lids. So I just wipe off the excess at the top, put the lid on them, and then use them again within a couple of days. So I think I might try that. Well, I hope you enjoyed that. Thanks for watching. Have a great day.